I ended up saying, okay, this train will move whether my dad is there, whether my mom is there, whether my aunt is there, whether my uncles are there. They will see this train move.
Wild.
That's when I had to sit down and make the realization that I might actually get married without the support of my family.
This is the first time you telling her about how you feel.
Yes, and I told her,
you dropped the bomb.
Should you think or consider this, know that I'm telling you this with the hope to marry you.
Sure.
Yeah. She mustn't think we are just vibing.
And many men are running away from that. They don't want to get married because they know that, man, once I say I do, I'm exposing all of who I am. And I clearly have a lot of defects, bro. And this woman is going to call them out. You know, I'm going to get challenged.
Yeah.
And guys just don't want to do that hard work.
So the reality is I got married without my dad. Only to save his image in the church. So that he doesn't look like he's
endorsing this. Sure.
I don't blame him. That's his belief. But also, this is my belief.
Hey, what's up? Welcome to That Husband podcast with me, Black Newborn. Here we are husbands who aren't where we want to be, but certainly are not where we used to be. We are imperfect, always failing forward, trying to know better so that we can do better. Hey fam, let me tell you something. When we started That Husband podcast, it wasn't just about conversations. We wanted to create a space to reflect, to grow, to dream about what healthy, thriving marriages could look like in our generation. A space really for husbands and anybody else who believes in championing healthy marriages and marriages that are done well. Now, that space has a home. We're excited to let you know that our official website is launched, a one-stop destination where everything we are building comes together. It's more than just a site. It's a place for you to explore, to connect, and to invest in what really matters the most. Here's what you can find. Our online store featuring the Black That Husband hoodie, along other dope accessories, wearable reminders of our vision and our commitment. Tickets to Beans and Barns, a gathering where conversations, laughter, and reflection turn into tools to promote stronger marriages. You can also sign up for our 10,000 Husband Prayer Hour and stand alongside other husbands as we pray together for our homes, our families, and the future of this country. Man, if you want to go deeper, YouTube membership is live. You can sign up for that, and it's going to be super exciting for you to connect at a deeper level. This is more than a website, but instead it is a hub for our vision, a library for our hope. It is a commitment to marriages that are healthier, stronger, and rooted in love. So don't just hear about That Husband podcast, but step into it. This new website is live. Explore it, engage it, be part of it, because when marriages flourish, we flourish. ThatHusband.com, a home for a bigger vision.
Hey, what's up? Welcome to That Husband podcast with me, Black Newborn. This is where husbands try to know better so that we can do better. I'm going to thank everybody who's been supporting us. If you're joining us for the very first time, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell so that you're updated on every single episode we drop every Wednesday at 11:30. If you want to support us, you can do that by doing two things. One, you can buy us coffee. There's a link in our comment section that you can click on. There's a pinned link there. Just click on it and it will send you to a site where you can buy us as many coffees as your heart desires so that we are energized to keep on making more of this content. The second way you can support us is by booking me either as a facilitator, a speaker, or an MC. You can drop us an email at booking@blacknewborn.com. That's booking@blacknewborn.com. The husband that's sitting across the table from me today puts me to shame because this dude is a handyman and I am not. I feel useless. Kutlwano Ditsele.
Correct.
Come on, brother.
How's it?
Good, brother. Man, you good?
Yeah.
Good, man. Good,
refreshed.
Good. Yeah. It's good having you, man. Man, listen, it's my favorite time of the year.
Oh.
Yeah.
August.
So, yeah.
August.
It's the best time of the year, bro. We've passed winter. We're starting to emerge. I get a new year. So it's fire.
You already look like you're in the 60s with that hair.
Come on, bro. Come on now. Can't wait for the grays to come out, bro. And that's going to be fire, bro. Apparently, I'll get grays very soon. Because I'm getting very old, bro. So
I'm happy to dye my hair. I'm ready for that time.
to dye it?
Yeah.
What color?
To grey.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Grey is a very...
Easy.
It's a color I'm fond of.
Come on, bro. Yeah. Now you'll get them. It's wisdom. It's all the years of marriage.
It's
and-
not Daya. It's
Yeah.
wisdom.
It is.
It's not a nectar.
Nah, I don't have that kind of money. This is all lived.
Crazy.
So that's cool, man. Bro, thanks for pulling through, brother.
Yeah, I'm
This-
honored, dude.
Yeah, this has been a long time coming. We've tried to make this thing happen a couple of times, but we're here now, man. Bro, before we jump into our chat, we're just compiling this book behind me. And we want to give it to husbands who are walking alone, guys who are not married, who are despondent when it comes to the institute of marriage. They don't see the value of being a husband anymore, and so we want to encourage them and just kind of get them to think differently about marriage. And so we ask our guests to help us define what a husband is. So in your many years of marriage, what would you say a husband is, man?
I think a husband is someone who is ready to face their own defects. So the kind of work that I've done works a lot around providing quality for a client, and so you're very focused on defects. It's not a nice time to be in, but you have to face the defects to provide that quality.
Sure.
And I think to become a good husband, or rather just being a husband, is being prepared to face the defects.
Sure.
Yeah, and that will help you. It will help you live your marriage happily, because you are facing the defects, not only just looking at them, facing them to fix them, that you can become quality.
That's dope, bro. Man, I was thinking about that today. I forgot what I was reading. But I realized that some guys don't want to get married because they don't want to come face to face with their defects, and they would even criticize marriage, and have many other critiques, but they're actually running away from the thing that marriage unearths, which is bringing out your defects, know. And I think you said something critical there, that marriage doesn't necessarily expose these things just for the sake of exposure, but it's so that you can work on them and fix them, Is your work what informed you to do that? Because you just used your work as a reference, or did you come into marriage knowing that that's going to happen? And where did you get that kind of thinking from?
Sure, because I didn't actually grow up in a very great household. So my parents weren't great examples of marriage. I think the idea came from when I got saved. And then I remember when I started hearing about Jesus, the getting saved bit is hearing that you are sinful. And I didn't necessarily think I was sinful. So it was weird to find out that, hey, you are broken, you are wrong, you are sinful.
Sure.
And there's a guy who's died so that all of that can be forgiven.
Yeah.
And I think when I first heard that, coupled with the experience of the church I was coming from. The church I was coming from is pro-marriage.
Yeah.
They're even polygamists.
Yeah. Jeez, bro.
So that's how much. That's where I learned about marriage.
Sure.
But then learning the right way about marriage came when I heard about Jesus Christ.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, bro. How did you reconcile that, though? Because, I can only imagine an environment that promotes marriage to the point where it's like any form of union. They'll call polygamy marriage. How did you make sense of what marriage is in that environment? And obviously you say those, that idea or picture was kind of cleaned up when you met Christ. Walk us through that journey, bro.
So I think, of course, like you said, it's a journey.
Yeah.
And it came over quite a lot of sermons.
Okay.
When we started hearing a lot about Christ and him being the bride, or rather the church being the bride Christ, and that relationship of how he laid himself down for the church. And I remember when I read this in one of Paul's books, where he is talking to people who are married, and he's making Christ as an example.
Sure.
So that's what helped reconcile the idea of what a good husband must look like, and how I paired it with being saved, because it starts with hearing about your wrongs.
Yeah.
And
Sure.
even in marriage, you'll find that you hear about your wrongs quite a lot.
Sure.
So, yeah, I think I was well prepared for it from when I got saved. So even here, you are working towards being sanctified
Sure, man.
as you walk.
Yeah. That's dope, bro. Man, how do you even broach the subject of marriage with your parents? You know, because you got married young, and you just alluded now to the reality that you didn't kind of grow up in a place where there was great modeling of marriage.
Yeah.
So at such an early age, how do you even say, hey guys, I'm doing this thing? You know, and even with that, what prompted you to get married so early? Yeah.
No, man, when I met Tumelo, she was just a friend.
Sure.
So I didn't think I was necessarily pumped to get married. I wasn't even thinking about it. Sure, I was always sure that I would get married. But it happened when I started feeling confused about this lady.
How long are you guys friends for?
Well, like for 2 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
Strictly.
So, for 2 years we
No
were
feelings.
just friends.
Yeah.
No, and we were with other friends.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I knew her in that context of being with other Christians.
Yeah.
And we were at Hope Church at the time.
Okay. Sure.
So I started working around 2021. So that's when we were chatting more.
Okay.
And I met her in 2019. So yeah, man, one day I just started feeling weird. You know, when you're seeing this girl's statuses, you're looking at her in a different light now. So I spoke to one of my friends and I was telling him, hey man, I'm struggling with this, with these emotions, and I don't know what you think of them. And he was just honest and he said, I think you like her.
Yeah.
And you must tell her.
Sure.
If you don't, you're going to blur the lines very easily and you might even confuse her.
Yeah.
So I had to be upfront with her about it.
Sure.
It took 2 weeks for her to get back to me.
Sheesh, bro.
Yeah.
So you mustered up the courage to go tell her.
Yeah, I had to.
Sheesh, bro.
I had to.
How was that conversation?
It was long. It was so long. It was very long.
Yeah.
I think we spent 2 hours just me explaining where these emotions came from. I don't even know, but I found a way to explain where the emotions were coming from and what they are and what are my intentions with the emotions.
Sure.
And that's when I told her that I would like to pursue you to marry you.
Sheesh, bro.
So that's when I knew I wanted to get married.
Yeah. This is the first time you telling her about how you feel.
Yes, and I told her,
you dropped the bomb.
Should you think or consider this, know that I'm telling you this with the hope to marry you.
Sure.
Yeah. I put it out there. She mustn't think we are just vibing.
Sure.
Yeah. So I told her, and then that's when she took that 2 weeks to think about it. I mean, your friend for 2 years telling you wants to get married to you. I wouldn't expect it to take 24 hours.
Yeah, sure.
So yeah.
So she chilled for 2 weeks, bro. Did she tell you she's gonna take time to think, or was she just like, man, it's just I'm gonna go off. I don't know how long this is gonna be, and I'll come back to you, and I come back to you.
Funny enough, she didn't go off.
Okay.
We were still conversing as normal friends, even after I explained.
This thing is hanging.
Yeah. And for 2 weeks, I need to be patient. So for 2 weeks, I need to just act like I never said any of these things.
You didn't follow up, bro.
No, I never, because I wanted to give her the space.
Sheesh.
So
how are you not itching?
hey, I I was itching, and even though I was itching, I think giving her the space, it gave her a chance to evaluate me from a distance without feeling pressured to give an answer.
Okay. Sure, man.
So there was a big reward.
Yeah, man. Come on, man.
The patience was well rewarded.
Yeah. So she comes back after 2 weeks, and what did she say?
No, she's like, no, you know what? You're an alright guy.
Yeah.
And I was, of course, I'm your friend.
I'm decent.
If I wasn't your friend, I think then you could say this, but
sure.
I've been alright.
Yeah.
No, then she said, I think we could give this a go.
Okay.
And then the next day, I was like, hey, it's still very blurry.
Yeah.
I think I must just ask her,
Sure.
will you be my girlfriend?
Yes.
And then she said, why are you being weird about this? It's already weird enough that you're asking your friend of 2 years to be your girlfriend.
And are you pressing it?
Hey, now I'm really sticking the knife further down.
Sure, man.
Said, will you be my girlfriend?
Bro, as you look back, even as you tell the story, why do you think that you had to provide such clarity and be direct, in asking those kind of questions? One, asking, not even, but proposing that, man, if we do this thing, we're getting married. So there's clarity there. Okay, cool. She said, yes, let's try this thing. But there's a nagging feeling. Let me come back and clarify this again. So why did you feel the need to do that? Because, to her response, why are you acting weird? A lot of people would be okay with just like, no, we're vibing, we said stuff, we're good, we'll see where this thing goes. But you just seemed like there was a need for you to just be clear. Yeah.
Yeah, like you said, a lot of the time you find that people are vibing. And, I remember hearing the word platonic for the first time in my life.
Come on, man.
I've never even seen this word in a dictionary.
Yeah.
And people who are intimately befriending each other are using the term platonic. And that's where I first learned about this word. And to hear that people can be in platonic relationships,
Sheesh, bro.
it's definitely what's brewing. People living like they're married and they're not. And, people living, assuming this life of the gift of marriage without receiving the gift of marriage.
Sure.
There was a lot of accountability that's missing in this view,
Yeah.
It's like we can't drive without licenses in SA. So you're going to get your license first.
Yeah.
So the same. You must get your marriage license.
Sure.
And then you can assume that steering wheel.
Yeah.
But I wanted to be clear with her because I have in the past been in relationships where I felt like, I can see we're not going anywhere. I'm dedicating myself, constantly arguing with this person about how to communicate and how to, take accountability for your actions and always blaming, pointing fingers. And I knew we can't get married with people who are not determined to get to the root of being married.
Yeah.
It's that being ready to face defects and attend to them so that you can become quality. So I remember when in 2019, I was already sick and tired of
mature.
Yeah, I was, because I was not getting to a point where I can say this person understands that we are working towards spending the rest of our lives together.
Yeah.
So I just stopped, and for that I was just attending church with my friends, and there would be even in that time there were possible relationships that were coming about. One ended up happening, and it did not go as planned. But so to say, I wanted to be clear with her so she understands that I'm not looking for a cuddle buddy. I'm looking
a platonic relationship.
I'm not looking for a platonic relationship. I want to have a companion.
That's good, bro.
Yeah.
Sure.
A companion who is legally and rightfully with me.
Yeah.
And I say legally because in today's terms, you stay with someone for 5 years, you go get married to someone else. That person can claim to be your wife.
Yeah. That's crazy, man.
And gents don't know these things. Because they're platonically living life.
They're platonically cruising.
Living life platonically. So people do not understand the gift that God has set on the table.
Sure.
And
man,
they think they can open a gift that's not theirs when it's not their birthday. That's what marriage is, you know.
Sure.
We stealing this life. if we're not gonna tell your partner, I'd like to get married to you, let's get married, and then boom, we can live that life.
Come on.
You are literally opening someone else's birthday present.
Man.
That's what you're doing. So
Sure.
I wanted to be upfront with her. So
Yeah.
she knows that I want to spend the rest of my life with you.
Yeah.
And I think she appreciated the clarity, and
It's good, bro.
it also made her feel comfortable to know that she's entering into a relationship with that kind of a person.
Sure.
So she believes that she's not wasting her time. So, yeah.
That's great, bro. Man, like, thinking about that, man, I'm remembering a friend of mine just saying, like, clarity is kindness, you know. Anyone who's gonna be vague, that's unloving, you know. So the more you provide clarity, the more you demonstrate just kindness. You demonstrate a level of loving somebody, you know, and caring for who they are. So we need that, man. And you're right. A lot of guys, particularly, just, you know, want to be vague because they want to explore and have many options. And so clarity holds you accountable. You know, clarity brings your soul to bear, and it brings it to the table to say, hey, this is who I am, this is what I said, and therefore I need to live in light of that truth that I presented, you know. But if I'm vague, you know, I can come back. If things come back to bite me, I can twist them. No, this is what I meant. No, you took it this way. Oh, no. Oh, that's what you understood. Sorry, you know. But clarity puts things to bear, bro, and you can easily be held accountable, you know.
And twisting things is just running away from accountability.
Yeah, bro. You know,
there's this a show that we've been watching, Married at First Sight.
Yeah. South Africa.
Yo. Hey, it's going down in that show. You guys must watch the current episode, actually.
Yeah.
There's this light-skinned gent who just married a Sotho lady.
Yeah.
And this Sotho lady, she's cutthroat.
Yeah.
And this guy, you can see examples of him not taking accountability.
Sure.
And almost making the lady feel like she's crazy with the things that she's raising. The woman is raising serious defects that they could look at together.
Sure.
And actually combat together.
Yeah, sure.
And it would make him a stronger man coming out of that. But I can tell you the whole of South Africa is looking at that guy and thinking, that's not a man.
Yeah.
Because of that.
Sure.
You're running away from accountability. And that makes us weaker and weaker and weaker. You're not fixing the defects to make this quality product. You're actually degrading yourself.
Sure,
and
man.
you think, you're running away safely from this situation. So you are safe.
Yeah.
Hey, you're not safe
You're
at
not
all.
safe, chief.
No.
And it's worse, the world is looking.
The world is actually looking. If I saw this guy at Builders now, I wouldn't think he's a handyman. You know, going to fix the house. He's probably buying those for someone else to fix his house. You know?
Don't judge me, though.
No, I'm. This is not aimed at you.
Don't judge me, bro.
I'm just trying to say, if I found this guy,
sure.
he's thinking, I'm the man. I got out of that situation.
Yeah. You're like, nah, bro.
He ran away from that.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Bro, that's such a great definition or just a component of a definition of what a man is, man. You know, just taking responsibility, taking accountability. Yeah, bro, because you're right. It weakens your manhood. If you don't take accountability, it degrades the product. You are right, bro. And I think a lot of guys don't wanna be held accountable. I was talking to another gent, and he had said, marriage should have a 5-year contract. So when people are just done, they should be able to leave. And I was like, okay, sure, dog. I don't think that's how marriage is designed. In fact, marriage is supposed to unearth things and reveal the defects and cause you to become a better person than you were when you started the marriage. And so if you're asking that at 5 years we should evaluate where our marriage is, yeah, sure. In fact, you should evaluate it every year. Try and evaluate it every week and every month if you can.
Yeah, that's true.
You should always evaluate. And what you're evaluating is, am I a different person than I was before? If I'm still the same person, man, I'm like, you're not doing this thing right. Because marriage itself is going to unearth things and shape you in different ways, And so I said to him, it's interesting that we won't have the same contract for fatherhood or motherhood. We should allow our children after 5 years to come to us and say, I think you've been a flop of a father and I'm leaving you. No, we can't do that. We can't, why?
Yeah.
Well, because I don't have a choice. This child is mine.
Yeah.
Like, they come for me. I'm like, no, you had a choice. You went and impregnated a girl. You chose a woman on the streets to impregnate her. You chose to have a kid with this woman, right? God gives life, but as part of him giving life is you choosing somebody and laying down with them. So you chose, just like you went and chose somebody to marry. And in fact, if you marry them, you become one.
It's true.
And I'm more one with my wife than I actually am with my daughter. Because my wife, if I didn't become one with her, my daughter doesn't come. My daughter is two parts of two people. But me and my wife are one, and we've been made one by the Lord, and we've chosen to become one, and we are becoming one in every other aspect of our lives, And so I said, man, I think the thing that men are running away from is your kid is not going to keep you accountable, but you know that you can't pull the wool over your wife's eyes.
Yeah.
She's an adult. She knows what a man is. The Sutu lady you're describing, she knows what being a man is because she's probably seen men. She knows the kind of man that she's desired. And so she's like, yo, this is the kind of standard that you need to live up to. My 6-year-old, bro, she thinks I'm a hero. I can come home late and it's like, okay, I'll say I'm sorry, maybe buy her a sweet or whatever. I'll try and do better next time. She's not going to keep me accountable, bro, at all. She might be disappointed 1 or 2 times, but man, I could pull the wool over her eyes.
Yeah.
Can't do that with my wife. And many men are running away from that. They don't want to get married because they know that, man, once I say I do, I'm exposing all of who I am. And I clearly have a lot of defects, bro. But and this woman is going to call them out. I'm going to get challenged.
Yeah.
And guys just don't want to do that hard work.
Yeah, they really, I think they are afraid to do that hard work.
Yeah. No, for real, bro. You even with this, man, you do this at what age?
So I married my wife at 22.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy, bro.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
22. She was 23 when we got married.
Come on, bro. And you and listen, I was 3 years older than you when I did it. So in fact, I was turning 25 that year. So when I was,
so you and me now.
Yeah. Yeah. So I was 24 when we got married, but I was in my 25th year. So I was turning 25. And my wife is a year younger than me. Looking back now, I'm like, man, like this is wild. I wouldn't change it. In fact, I would get married younger.
Yeah.
If I had a choice. If I had if my head was screwed on right, like at 18, 19, sure, bro, I would have done this thing. It's just I was stupid at 18, bro. I've seen guys who got married at 19, They had the support of their family. They were solid guys. The bride's family as well were like, man, we support this thing, and they just walked with them. Not arranged, they chose each other, but like they were like, man, we're ready for this thing. And their parents came around them and they said, yo, we're gonna support you guys, And I think a part of what also made it easier for them is they've just seen generations of marriage.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like, oh, this is going to be new for us, but they've seen their parents, their grandparents, they've seen uncles, aunts, they've seen older cousins, get married, and it's marriages that are solid. Not perfect, but marriages that people are working at. And so I think that also was an encouraging thing for them. So I would, but bro, 22, why?
I think the only reason I saw it possible is because, there was possibility. Possibility in the sense that I was working and she was working, and we could possibly rent a place and live together instead of fighting and sitting. That's what people are doing.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the only thing that prompted me to think this is possible now. The fact that we could live together.
Sure.
Ideally, that's what you want to
feasible,
do before you could live together. Say, can I provide for this woman currently? Can we live in a space that allows us to be husband and wife? Oh, we've checked what could be enough boxes. Let's get married, and the rest will increase as you guys grow stronger together, and God will be faithful to you in your marriage. And those are the two things that I thought were enough to make this step.
Stop, bro.
And then we did it at 22.
Yeah. Why did she do it when you asked her?
So at first, my wife didn't want to be married.
Sure.
Yeah. So
at all in life.
Yeah, like she was, she was a pioneer woman.
Corporate hand.
Yeah. She said she wanted to have a child, but she didn't need a man in her life.
Come on now.
So
yeah.
She was a strong woman at the time.
Yeah.
I think she said she started warming up to marriage when she was walking in faith there in Benoni with her church family.
Sure.
And so her community, I think, contributed a lot to her faith, and I think that changed later on. Yeah, but
Stop, bro.
She says she wanted to get married because of that.
Yeah.
The faith influenced that decision.
Yeah. That's good, bro. She from the East?
She's from the East.
Where in the East?
Benoni, to be exact.
Okay.
Crystal Park areas.
No way, bro.
Yeah.
I grew up there, bro.
Oh, crazy.
Nuts, bro.
Yeah, so she's just close to the Ibuti estate.
Yeah. Nuts, bro. Like I spent, for a large part of my life there.
In Benoni.
In Crystal Park.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I was in Krugersdorp, by the way.
Yeah.
So that was another reason to get married.
Sure.
The petrol from Krugersdorp to Crystal
East,
Park was not a joke.
Yeah.
So I needed to wrap this up quickly.
Come on, bro. Use your money wisely.
Yeah.
That's dope, bro.
And I got to see her every day from then on.
Come on, bro.
That was nice.
Come on, bro. Yeah. And sometimes, bro, I'm like, people complicate this thing. And sure, in no way are you saying, and in no way am I about to say that you shouldn't like really consider the weightiness of marriage. In fact, when we reciting our vows, we're told, don't do this thing if you're not sober.
Yeah.
Do it wisely, do it soberly. So there's a level at which you've considered this thing. And I always say to people that when you've invited people to your wedding, they're not just there to eat and look nice. They're actually supposed to be witnesses and keep you guys accountable to this union, So it's a weighty thing. But then people tend to put other things to this weightiness. No, like the house we need to live in has to look a certain way before we get married.
Yeah.
The car we drive needs to be. And I'm like, bro, like you honestly gonna put away building life with somebody just so that you can get like an extra room. It's just two of you. You don't need an extra room right now. Even if you live in a 1-bedroom, and it's actually gonna be good for you, because you don't have too many rooms to go fight and sit in when you're arguing, right?
Yeah.
So if you just have one room, it's actually better.
You are closer.
Bro, I remember when we got married, we lived in a cottage. It was this small, bro. No joke.
Sure.
No joke. It was probably the size of this table. No joke. Right? Like when we had 4 people in there, it was full. It's packed. So if it was us and another couple, guys, no room for anyone else. Anyone else has to sit outside. Yeah. You know, it was tiny. It was like divided into 3 sections. It was a kitchen, we had a bathroom, and like a little passage into our bedroom.
Yeah.
You know, but like not a big space, bro. Man, it helped us, bro. Because when we fought, where you gonna go?
There's no door to slam. Man.
No, there's no. Bro.
I can be right there after you slam the door.
We're here, yeah, and it's like by a farm, but it's like a farm with like a lot of trees. So at night when you can't, bro,
Can't leave the house.
Can't, bro. There's demons out there. Like where you gonna go? You're here. Right?
Yeah, there's dogs out there looking.
There's dogs, bro.
You.
Right? So I remember just fighting, bro, and then it's like, damn it, okay. Like, I don't want to make this thing awkward. So we have to talk. We have to, right? And so it just helped us also develop like our fighting culture, our fighting style, and not developing the habits of running away, you know, and just, yeah, we're going to be here and fight, you know? So I'm like, man, like it's dope that, again, in no way are we saying that you shouldn't consider the weightiness, but don't add stuff to this thing.
Yeah, don't complicate it.
Yeah. You love her. You want to be with her. You both work. You can afford this, you know, living arranged. Dope. Let's go. Right.
Yeah.
So I'm like, anyone who's watching this, I would even advise that, man. Like, just obviously soberly. You know, I'm not saying just go find some random chick on the street.
Sure.
You know nothing. You knew her for 2 years.
Yes.
So you knew she wasn't potentially gonna kill you. You know? So I'm
I knew.
yeah. So it's okay. And I dig the fact that you guys were just friends, you know, solidly so. Because some people try and date early, and then they just complicate stuff. And, you know, if they don't even keep themselves to themselves, then they end up having sex before and complicates a bunch of things.
It really does.
Yeah. And then you end up not getting married because there's just too much dirty water between you guys now, you know. And it's like, let's just be homies. Learn somebody for 2 years at a safe distance and then just go afterwards and be like, yo, cool. I've seen you for 2 years. You're not crazy enough. So, you know, you're decent enough. All right, cool.
We'll do this.
Yeah, let's do this. Earlier on, I had asked how you explain this to your folks. I don't think you told me, bro.
Yeah, so before I actually tell you how I explain it to my folks, I think it's fair for me to give you a background of my family's faith.
Sure.
So I was born into Mudise's church, IPHC.
Yeah.
So we used to travel to Zirbukom in the West Rand.
Did you rock the uniform?
Yeah, I had a white shirt, blue blazer, blue tie, everything. I had a sharp nose, boy.
Come on, boy. White one. Boy. Killer, dog.
I had a sharp nose, but kick and boboza.
Let's go, bro.
And man, I cannot stress this enough. That church is pro-marriage.
Yeah.
You think arranged marriages don't exist?
No.
Until you go there.
Yeah.
Parents already have prepared their daughter.
Yeah.
I want my daughter to marry that guy.
Sure, bro.
And they will make sure they're in similar circles. You
Yeah,
find
yeah,
people married already.
Sheesh, bro.
And polygamy is their thing.
Yeah.
I know reverends in that church who have 7 wives.
Crazy.
I don't even know how they manage it.
Crazy, bro.
But they have 7 wives.
Solomon didn't.
Hey, he did it.
He didn't, bro. Yeah.
He did it.
And people think he did. It's like, no, look at the end of his life. He didn't.
And you know, funny enough, I don't see anywhere where God comments on the many wives that those kings had at that time.
Yeah.
So it does make me question whether it's not wrong or it is wrong, you know? But hey, my wife might think that I've been dreaming about polygamy. No, I'm not trying to get us a second wife.
You see, Black invites you to his podcast so you can go find a second.
Now, all of a sudden, you're thinking about a second wife. I'm sure you already have someone in mind, right? And I have no one in mind. But anyway, I'm not even thinking about it, love.
Yeah.
But like the church is pro these things, and the idea is that if you leave this church, you have derailed from your ways. Your faith journey has fallen.
Sure.
Outside of those gates, there's no other hope for you but this church. Man. So that's what we grew up in. And when I was going to varsity, I started seeing through the cracks of
Sure.
the sermons that were written. And mind you, at like 14 years, now I'm listening to the sermons considerably.
Yeah.
You know, as a kid,
Yeah.
you're just there. When is the service ending? So
Sure.
we can go home. But I remember from 14 years of age,
Sure.
I would sit in that entire day of boredom and actually listen attentively. Like, what do they mean when they're saying this, this, and this? What do they mean when they say "Re rapela Modimo o phelang"? Modimo o feng? Because even the songs that we would sing, it almost sounded as if they were directed at the pastor
Sure.
more than God.
Oh, God.
So when the word Modimo is thrown around, the word Moemedi, Moemedi it translates to someone who's standing for you, is a lawyer, is an intercessor. And that's who we think Jesus is for us.
Sure.
But we're calling the pastor Moemedi. So what did we mean? So I started seeing through the cracks at 19.
Yeah.
I decided, I think I need to leave this church for sure
Sure.
and go to a Bible teaching church that can tell me more about Jesus Christ and that can shape my life to walk in step with Jesus Christ.
Bro, yeah.
So then I left the church. Now my parents are thinking, yo, this guy is he goes to varsity. Now he's
lost his ways.
He's heathen now.
Yeah.
Yeah, but little did they know I was going to another church. They just knew that I wasn't attending anymore.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
So I remember in 2022, March, I tell my dad that there's this lady I want to marry.
Yeah.
And he's now looking at me. You can tell that this guy is calculating it. So this boy has really left the church.
Yeah.
I can see the look in his eyes because if I'm marrying someone in his head,
It has to be.
he's from the church.
Yeah.
So he's looking at me and I can see the reality at the back of his eyes. Like, yo, this boy has really left the church.
Yeah.
And so he's not telling me directly that he's disappointed. My dad also, he doesn't like conflict. Shame, he runs away from it.
Yeah.
I don't know how he got a son like me.
Like you.
'Cause I confront conflict. I actually don't like that conflict can live.
Yeah.
So I confront it.
Yeah.
That's why I tell him, no, I want to get married. So he finds another way to combat me.
Sure.
It's like, so do you have lobola money?
Yeah.
No, I need to tell him now. So Pops, I was thinking that, I'm saving and by like December, I would have 10,000 Rand and at least we can put that down to at least start
Sure.
some negotiations. And he scoffs it away. You come back to me when you have 50,000 Rand.
That's what
And
he
then
says.
we can maybe think of starting this conversation.
Sure.
With the hope that it would stop me
Deter
from
you.
carrying on with the conversation.
Sure.
It was like a court case that afternoon. I was like, okay, no, I hear you. You want me to have 50K?
Yeah.
I think we can walk towards 50K, having started the negotiations,
Sure.
rather than waiting till we have 50K and then we have to start from scratch.
Yeah.
No, he wasn't buying that.
Sure.
So I keep telling him, look, Dad, I'm even saving towards a ring, and in July I want to propose. You know? So I'm quite serious about this.
You have a plan, bro.
Now he can tell that this boy is not pushing away.
Yeah.
So I need to tell him that I'm disappointed that he's thinking of marrying outside the church.
Yeah.
No, I tell him, look, I understand you're disappointed, Pops, but I would love for you to see that I'm still a responsible man. I'm telling you that I want to get married. I'm not telling you that there's a girl that I want to start a life with. Yeah, and we need to go pay damages. I'm asking you to help me pay so that we can start a life. I'm not even asking you for the money. I'm saying I'll save it because I have already started. No, he's still on the talk to me when you have 50K.
Sheesh, bro.
And so I said, okay, no, I'll sort this man out.
Yeah.
We will leave this conversation for now. I will propose in July.
Yeah.
Send him the photos, then he will see that I'm serious. I mean, if I've done the damage of proposing,
I'd rather ask for
he
forgiveness.
has to join me now. Like, it's either he's there or he's not. if I've proposed in July, that's all he's gonna do.
Yeah.
And tell you what, that's exactly what we did.
That's crazy, bro.
So I proposed to her on the 1st of July
Yeah.
at the Four Seasons Hotel.
Sure.
We took lovely photos. I'll send them to you actually.
Cool,
you can
bro.
have a look. Maybe you can even clip them into this podcast.
Come on, bro.
We proposed then, and I sent him the photos as soon as the photographer had them edited.
Sure.
I said, good news, Tumela is now my fiance.
Yeah.
The guy ghosts me.
Yeah.
So he's not answering any of my messages. And I waited for like a month.
month?
Yeah, before I approached him,
Sure.
I waited for a month to hear back from him. So 1 month, nothing. So then I decide before I speak to my dad, I'm going to go tell all my uncles in the family that I have gotten engaged.
Yeah.
And I need these guys to take seriously that in December, I want to start the processes with the little money that I have. Only to find out with my uncles and that he hadn't even told them that this boy got engaged. So nobody knew.
Bro.
So everybody hears it from me when I approach them.
So he's just sitting with these pictures, bro.
He's sitting with these photos. He's like, this boy is mad. Surely he can resell that ring.
Yeah.
Just get his money back,
Yeah.
put some rims on his Nissan Micra.
Yeah,
That's what he
come
can
on.
do with his money. But anyway, it gets to October
Yeah.
and I'm not getting buy-in from anyone.
Not even the uncles, bro.
No, they're like, no, we have to first talk to your father. We must sit down on the table. Listen, my wife is working hard on her side of the family to arrange for her family to come from Limpopo
Sure, bro.
to have the negotiations this side.
Sheesh.
In actual fact, we should be going.
You
to
should be
Limpopo.
going that side, bro.
But because she grew up in Benoni, they thought it was fitting for us to have her family this side. So, I'm scared that my wife is, playing her part. She's mitigating issues on her side of the family, and I'm struggling with mine. You know what that caused me to do, Black?
Yeah.
I ended up saying, okay, this train will move whether my dad is there, whether my mom is there, whether my aunt is there, whether my uncles are there. They will see this train move.
Wild.
That's when I had to sit down and make the realization that I might actually get married without the support of my family. And I think the only thing that comforted me in that moment is I'm not starting a life with my family. I'm trying to start the rest of my life with Tume.
This,
So I was prepared to say, if mommy, if daddy, if uncle, grandparent is not with me, Tumelo is going to be with me.
Man.
That's the end goal. So I will respectfully tell these people that I'm going to work towards it.
Bro, you're 21.
Yeah, at that time I'm 21.
Wild.
And I had to make those very scary, damning decisions.
Yeah.
And I remember I had to make the decision to have one of my colleagues be an uncle.
Yeah, go negotiate.
Yeah, and go negotiate on my behalf and send that little bit that I had to start the talks.
Sure.
And it literally happened. I'm not even joking.
No way, bro.
He actually became my uncle. And to this day, that colleague, I call him Malome. Malome Glenn. That's his name.
Yeah, sure.
And he represented me, dude. That's
crazy, bro.
So the reality is I got married without my dad.
Man.
Yeah, so he wasn't part of the marriage. Only to save his image in the church.
Yeah.
So that he doesn't look like he's
endorsing this. Sure.
I don't blame him.
Man.
That's his belief. But also this is my belief. And I stood by it. And today, it's my wife who calls me during the day to check on me. It's not my dad.
Sure.
It's not my mom. It's not my sister.
Sure.
When I was in hospital, I think I spent I think 3 occasions last year. There was one where I was 2 weeks in hospital. I went for 3 surgeries last year. It was my wife who was waiting in the empty hospital room, waiting for my bed. Not my dad.
Sure.
not my mom.
Sure,
Those
bro.
people only came when I was better.
Mm.
So I think I knew exactly what I was
Getting
myself into.
Come on,
It's
bro.
just my parents who had no idea that I was prepared to do that.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Man.
Hey, Beans and Bonds, the 7th edition. Or is it? It's actually supposed to be number 6 because we postponed the one in July. On that note, we want to thank everybody who supported us during that time by praying with and for us. We are back at it again the 30th of August right here at Christchurch Midrand. Doors open at 9:30 to sharply start at 10 to finish at 1 p.m. If you purchased your tickets, shout outs to you. If you haven't, what are you waiting for? Scan the QR code that appears on your screen right now, or you can follow the link in our link tree to make sure that you purchase your ticket, not just for Wena, but for everybody else that you know, in your network, in your family, in your community. Make sure that the room is full. Why? Because we are continuing with the same theme we're going to look at in July, when good things become unhealthy escapes. Swara Likabe is going to be part of this conversation. Torch is going to be performing for us, and I get the honor and the privilege to be hosting another Beans and Bonds. Man, we have an exciting addition to Beans and Bonds. At 8 o'clock, we have an exclusive breakfast, only limited to 20 people, 20 spots. It's going to be a conversation between you, my wife, and myself. And we're going to get very deep and intimate and share a bit about our story. So make sure that you are purchasing tickets for that exclusive breakfast. Beans and Bonds, 30th of August. Doors open at 9:30 to sharply start at 10 to finish at 1 p.m. Make sure that you are part of the room. It's going to be super dope. All right, see you then. Peace.
I think I knew exactly what I was
Getting
myself into.
Come on,
It's
bro.
just my parents who had no idea that I was prepared to do that.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Man. And so you look at the 50. First off, bro, thanks for sharing that, man. That's your story, bro. And it's just
Thank you.
it's such a privilege, for you to even entrust us with that, bro. So shout outs to you, man, for even sharing that, bro. When you look back, you had kind of alluded to the fact that the 50K was just a deterrent. Do you, now when you see everything play out, you're like, okay, it was. Like the real issue was that you've just left the church, So did you conclude that?
No, I did conclude it.
Yeah.
And I concluded it disappointed, of course, but I wasn't upset at him.
Yes.
Because I had my eyes on a prize. When you have your eyes on a prize, you're more excited about getting there than you're excited about the things that are trying to stop you from doing that. So I had concluded that, yes, this guy was actually trying to he was hoping that he could bring me to my senses so I could go back to the church and maybe find a proper wife in the church. Because I remember when in that conversation that I brought up that there's a lady I'm trying to marry, he said to me, Kutlwano, there are many other decent girls in the church. I'm like, this guy has never even met my wife. She's the most decent person I've ever met.
Your wife is more than decent, bro.
Dude, so what is he telling me?
Your wife is more than decent.
What is he telling me? There are more decent ladies in the church. So that was a determining factor for me to see if I take the step, will he follow?
Sure.
And I knew that the 50,000 Rand dilemma was definitely
sure.
He was just trying to put me off the rails. So
Man.
I could look good. He wanted me to be his trophy, but God refused.
You're the firstborn son.
I am the only son.
Man, yeah.
And he has 4 children.
Yeah, that's
the rest are
differently,
ladies.
Bro. Yeah, that hits differently, bro.
Yeah.
What did your wife's family say about the whole thing?
They were definitely heartbroken that I don't have my family's full support. My mother came to support when she realized at the very end that, okay, this boy he's serious about
He's determined, yeah.
Because I had a letter that was drafted by my colleague. He helped me draft this letter in Sepedi. Malome Glenn helped me write this letter in Sepedi. And I remember driving up to one of my uncle's houses in Randfontein. Meanwhile, at the time, I'm living in Krugersdorp. I'm working in Sandton. I'm trying to get this letter from Sandton to Randfontein. The effort to get there, say, here's a letter. The family is coming on this date. Please sign for me here so I can actually send this letter. And he says, yeah, we will have to speak to your dad first. And I was like, my dad is not in this. So
it's clear.
Yeah.
He's made it clear. Yeah.
Tumelo's family are still ready to take me seriously, regardless of the fact that they know that I don't have my full family support. They're still ready to take this seriously. They have summoned people from Limpopo. They have agreed to that date, December. And my family is refusing to sign a letter.
Man.
So you must put yourself in my shoes.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to disappoint those people.
Yeah.
Especially if I'm asking for their daughter's hand in marriage.
Bro. Yeah.
So that's when I started to see my mom play her supporting role in this journey. So I went back to my mom's house and I said, look, I'm here with a letter. It needs to go tomorrow. I've wasted my evening going to my uncle's house and he has not signed this letter because he's worried that, we don't have your father's buy-in. So,
bro.
And all fair and well,
man.
But I'm grown now, and I think my uncles should be able to take me seriously, whether or not my dad approves. Or
hundreds, bro.
But they picked their side. I remember that evening, my mom looked at the letter, and she was like, "Okay, let's phone your uncle and figure out why he didn't sign this letter." Because I would expect these people to actually support their nephew. She got on the phone. She was furious. Why didn't you guys sign the boy's letter? Now the boy is going to embarrass himself in front of the other family. She ended up signing it. So she signed the letter and it went. This is the first step of support that I've seen from my mom. Mind you, I got engaged. We're now in October. Negotiations are set to take place in December.
Bro.
So this is the first time I'm seeing her support. Crazy. I feel like in her heart, this is a way to vindicate herself.
Yeah.
Here's your letter. Go do your thing.
Sure.
That's when I started to see her support. But I had to make sure that happened because Tumelo's family was still willing, regardless of them knowing that I don't have all of my family support.
That's good, bro.
So they were very supportive to answer your question. Bro. And that put me on fire even worse. I was ready to sign the letter myself if my mom was not gonna sign it. But I'm very grateful to God that she came and the Holy Spirit convicted her at that point to come in. And the faith that you need to just keep walking and push your train. My train is not running on coal and a machine. I'm pushing it, dude, And you believe that, no, God will meet you there.
Yeah.
Keep going, God will meet you there.
Dope,
that was not easy to.
No. Yeah.
It's never easy to trust God. But it's possible to trust God.
It is, bro. Man, just your level of integrity, because, at the point where my uncle doesn't sign this thing, I'm signing it. I would have signed it myself and left, So I'm like, just your level of integrity, bro, to say, smack. Because I'm guessing it's the same day, you wasted your evening, let me go to my mom. And you're going to get her to sign the thing as well, you know what I mean? I'm like, man, that must have taken just, serious conviction that I want to do this with some level of support from my family. Yes, I'm not getting the full support. But some level of support, man, because at that point I would have been like, I deuces, bro, I'm doing this thing myself. You know what I mean? Which is, just kudos to you, bro. Kudos to you. And it's a good witness,
And more than it being my own integrity, man, I didn't want to sabotage Tumelo's family's integrity as well.
Yeah.
I didn't want them to think that in the eyes of everyone else, you guys colluded with this boy to get him married to this woman. You don't even have a family's consent.
Sure.
How legitimate is this thing? Yes, I know my beliefs, but my belief also wants me to honor my mother and father. And I would like to believe that all the steps that I took
Yeah.
have shown evidence of that honor.
Yeah.
And
Whew.
the remaining steps that I've had to take on my own were now to say, I also still need to honor God before I'm going to honor anyone else.
Anyone else, bro?
So my fear of the Lord still needs to trample any honor that I must give to anyone. So yeah, that's what had to happen. And
Sure.
God ensured that it happened that way. Yeah.
That's good, bro. Man, we share a similar experience just leading up to marriage, you know.
Sure.
Similar thing. So I'm guessing your dad didn't come to the wedding.
No, not at all.
Yeah, my dad didn't come as well. Similar thing, just clashes with our faith, you know. And so I approached him again based on you know that command, the fifth command to honor our parents, you know, honor mother and father. And I was like, man, there's no, and for us, we didn't even have relational equity. So I was like, man, dad hasn't been in my life. Just gonna go do this thing myself.
Yeah.
But then again, convicted by the Lord, you know, to say, hey, let's go honor. You know, honor looks this way in the situation that you're in. And all of us have to figure out what honor looks like, especially when there's just no like clear dynamic that this is a family that's together, you know. So when it's a broken situation, figure out in the brokenness how you're gonna honor, you know what I mean? And so I honored by going to tell my dad I'm getting married. And similar thing, just we fought on how this wedding is supposed to happen.
Yeah.
So I'm like, again, honor you, but I'm not marrying you. And I honor you, but you're not gonna be the head of this household. And so how we start this marriage is determined on how we conduct the wedding. So if you want the wedding to be conducted your way, then man, I'm putting my foot down as somebody who's gonna be the head of this new household. You know, fought, bro, and we just didn't meet eye to eye, and he didn't come to the wedding. So I resonate with your story in that regard. You know, and just having to be guys who are like, okay, cool. We convicted by our beliefs. We convicted by what God has called us to. And I think, bro, that level of conviction, again, going back to, you know, some of the things we mentioned earlier on, is lacking in the kind of men that we see now. You know, where I'm like, you refuse to just not have a backbone, but you wanting to, you know, walk in your convictions. And I'm like, man, bro, we could theologize what I'm about to say, but this thing is attractive to your wife, right?
Yeah.
When she sees you stand and she's like, okay, I'm not marrying a dead fish here, right? Like there's something here, right? And especially at that age, because she's like, man, I have my whole life to myself. I can be a corporate hand.
Yeah,
I can just go rock.
Sure.
So why am I giving myself to this guy? And so if you're gonna be a dead fish,
Eesh.
man, that's not attractive at all to her, bro.
Yeah.
That's not gonna give her enough confidence to say, yo, let me actually, you know, follow this guy. Let me submit myself to this guy. You know what I mean? And so I think we're not doing it primarily for that, but I think that those are some of the benefits and some of the results that come. And it just also clears your head because you know, man, what I'm doing here is a big step.
Yeah.
And the level of opposition also just reminds you that like this is clearly a good thing. If it wasn't good, just be what it is.
Yeah.
Especially considering just the dynamic of things, you know. So, but some opposition most of the time is evidence that, man, there's something worth fighting for here.
That's true.
You know, and that's why we either don't want this thing to happen. And on the other side, that's why I want it to happen because I can see the value that's going to come from this thing. You know what I mean? So man, yeah, man. Shout outs to you, bro, and just how you led in that regard.
Thanks, Black. And we also need to consider that, as you prepare to get married, your wife, or at that point, your fiance is also doing her bit on her side of the family.
Yeah,
you know, trying to talk them down with the lobola costs, trying to talk them down in terms of how certain culture rituals shouldn't be taken. And so imagine she's doing that on that side and then she sees a dead fish.
Yeah.
You think she will carry on trying to take those tears every night?
Nah, bro.
waking up the next morning to try again with her family. For your sake.
Nah, bro.
She was. So as we, and this is why I told her when I confessed my feelings that if you are ever gonna consider what I've said and consider accepting this, will you be my girlfriend? Know that I'm working towards marrying you. I mean, you don't want to waste that time.
Nah, bro.
So, hey man, the steps and the pushback that we received then, it was all worth remembering that I told this person that I'm going to spend the rest of my life with them. So if I allude that I'm going to spend the rest of my life with them, but my mom is also coming, but my dad must also come. And if they don't come, we can't spend the rest of our lives together.
Man, yeah.
Those people are not there when you spend the rest of your lives together.
100%.
I've been married now for 3 years.
Yeah.
My dad has only visited my household 3 times.
Okay.
Oh yeah, he's come around lately. You know, he's accepted that
This is what it is.
You know, this guy is married. I cannot negate that.
Yeah.
My mom's only visited my household once.
Sheesh, bro.
My siblings, I can count 3 times.
Sure, man.
3 years, 365 times 3. That's how many times they've been involved in our lives. I want all the guys to know out there that they must not make you feel like they're going to be there for all of your life. That's how much there will be. 1% of your entire marriage at that time is how much they can be in your life. It's been me and my wife, the way I said it to her.
Yeah.
And that's worth working hard for.
Come on, bro. That's good, bro. Yeah, and it brings clarity, bro. And again, we in no way saying abandon your family. Right?
No.
Some guys are like, I'm tired of these people, man.
No, not at all. I mean, I visit them from time to time.
Yeah, sure. You know, and there'll be grandkids, you know, and do you want them around, etc., etc.
Of course you do.
If just let the dynamic be as healthy as it can be with the level of boundaries that you can put.
Yes.
You know, because another thing is you don't want boundaries to cross, bro. Where suddenly your voice in your household means nothing because your mother has come to visit, or vice versa, you know. And it's like, no, like you guys are parents and you should know your role within this household. When I come to your house as my dad, I'll submit to your house because you're the guy there. Yeah, I'll be the ice boy there. but when you come here, I'm the good man here, and you're gonna have to be the ice boy, respectfully so. Again, and I think there's a level of soberness that comes with that thinking, and it puts clear boundaries between us, so that everybody knows what place they or role they play. You know.
And in the African context, Black, you know that when you take such steps, there's always going to be family that are waiting for you to take the wrong step.
Yes.
And then they can tell you, I told you this was not going to work. Had you involved us in the beginning, this would have gone correctly. Had you waited and listened to us, this would have gone correctly. So those steps of trying to work hard to involve them, they, one thing, show that you've done your bit to honor your family by including them in this journey of your life. And I've left no reasonable doubt for my family to say, you did not try to include us here. And that's why 1, 2, 3.
Sure.
And so even how they see my wife today, they respect her so much because they see that's who KT fought for. And no one meddles in my marriage affairs, unless we include them.
Yes. Yeah. That's
and
good,
we've
bro.
never had to do that because we have such
That's
a
good, bro.
wealth of Christian community.
Yeah.
I mean, we have marriages in the Christian community that are helping us
Yeah.
shape the rest of our life.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so we've never needed to run to family, because God, there's so much more in the marriage gift. In that box, there's also Christian community in
Come
there.
on, bro. Yeah.
And with the many things that we've faced, we've always first ran to our Christian community. And I think that has helped. That has helped my wife's strength, and it has helped my strength. And
It's good, bro.
and knowing that I have some people to run to that will not judge me, but they will support me and help me strengthen my marriage.
Yeah.
So family will always make it look like they are all you have when you take that step. But man, they must know that they are privileged to be given that seat,
Sure.
to be included
Sure.
in your life as
good,
you
bro.
try to get married.
Yeah.
So you must look at it in that way as well.
Yeah.
That do not be arrogant, yes, but
Yes.
remind yourself
Yeah.
they must not play mind games with you
Yes.
to make you believe that they are all you have.
Yeah.
God has gifted us with
Many others, bro.
many other people.
Yeah. Sure.
And all people must know that as they attempt to get married, God has a lot of things in that marriage box.
That's good, bro. Yeah, and I think that thing goes both ways, bro. You know, so it's a privilege for our family to know that they have a seat, and it's also a privilege for us to know that we can have, you know, witnesses, people who've known us, people who've raised us, you know, and so that's why for me I hate this kind of breakdown, especially when like this family is expanding.
Yeah,
You know, I'm like, bro, which is weird, and maybe that's the thing that we should like speak about just as duckies. You know, where I'm like, here's a couple of us wanting to do things, quote unquote, the right way, right? You might disagree with how this right way has come about because it's not fundamentally your belief. That's fine, right? One, I'm not forcing my belief down your throat, you know, and I'm respecting you, coming to you as my dad or my mom or my sibling, whatever the case is, right? And I'm saying, man, when it comes to faith, we're sitting on opposite sides of the table. I respect that. That's fine. But as a family, I'm saying, let's come together, right? And this family is expanding. One, I'm not paying damages. I didn't go take a random chick from somewhere, shack with her, and then, you know, create a life, blah, 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 bring some form of shit, whatever the case is. I'm doing it again, quote unquote, the right way. You know. Secondly, there was not like a slew of girls waiting outside complaining that, why is he getting married now when he's broken my heart 5 times and he's broken that other chick's heart? Whatever. No one is coming to bring complaints, right? Thirdly, you didn't find me hanging out on the street drunk with my pants on my bums, Joe, you know, like exposed, putting you guys to shame and whatever. You know what I mean? So I'm like, just generally, I haven't caused you issues. And yet, I'm trying to expand this family and you have issues with that, you know? And I'm like, you get guys who the scenarios that I've painted live that kind of life. And bro, it's like, yeah, sure, he's one of us, man. You know, he's cool, blah, blah, blah. You get somebody pregnant and you hear the language, you know, these things happen. I'm like, why can't these things happen when we come with an engagement ring? Right? But somebody, you know, Katie got another girl pregnant. Yeah, you know, these things happen.
We are there for you.
But
we're supporting the weird things,
bro. And that's why I'm like, all right, duckies, we need to talk.
Really?
There's a mirror that's cracked here. Because I'm like, and the thing is, again, I'm like, when we strip down all of this other stuff, just hate the fact that I love Jesus.
And we're not looking down on the guys that are going to pay damages.
Not
well
at
done
all.
For taking responsibility.
Well done
for that. But you are actually also taking responsibility, trying to spend the rest of your life with your girlfriend at the time.
Yes.
And marrying them.
Yes.
And I think, like you said, as Black people, we need to really think sensibly that let's rather support that before it needs to go to damages.
Before it goes to damages, bro. That's all we say.
Let's rather compromise there
Yeah.
than compromise when there's possibility of images being tarnished here.
Yeah. Hundreds, bro.
Yeah,
Hundreds,
sad.
bro. Where I'm just like, bro, I just, bro. And the thing that I think is rallying me up is because I've seen this over and over and over and over. And I'm like, guys, it's the same playbook. Like, you're not the first Ducky to complain about that. It's happened to me. It's happened to a bunch of other guys that I know. Where I'm like, what? Bro, this is the least time where you're supposed to be fighting. You should have tapped your son who came, and got somebody pregnant. And the guy wasn't even working. You should have had his zip up. You should have locked it with a, find chains. Lock his zip up with a chain. Because you're like, dog, you don't even work.
Ish, man.
You come, bro. I'm working. I've decided this thing. I wanna. No, bro. No, I'm like, I have a fit. This has to stop. It's like somebody has to end this thing.
I remember my sibling, my younger sister, actually was in a room with myself and my mom. And my mom was annoyingly asking me, but why are you putting so much pressure on this getting married thing? Can you give us a break with this? Like, can we get 1 month of not hearing about how you want to get married? And my sister jumped in and like, you're causing unnecessary stress in the family.
Sheesh.
What, are you hiding a pregnancy?
Yeah.
And I'm like, it's very funny that you guys think that that's the case.
Yeah, sure.
When someone's trying to do the honorable thing,
bro,
you try and find a reason to push it down with such a comment.
Yeah.
And I remember saying to my mom, you guys are actually lucky I'm not trying to hide a pregnancy.
Yeah. Sure.
But you still don't see it.
You still don't see it.
Yeah. So it's funny. But as people, and I think I'm trying to be what I didn't have for my friends.
Sure.
I don't want to see my friends fat and sit.
Yeah, I know. Hundreds, bro.
Especially if
hundreds, bro.
They have the basics.
Yeah.
They have the basics. Why do you want to cohabitate now when you're not married? Whereas you could
have a job.
Do
bro.
it after you're married. Just quickly get married, cohabitate.
Yeah.
Then we won't have an issue here.
Yeah. Sure. You've taken responsibility. You've taken accountability. You're gonna do this thing right. And
I'm prepared to be there for my friends, even if it means that they say the same things to me. Why are you putting so much pressure on us to get married? It's because you're fatting and sitting.
Yeah.
That's
Stop
why.
it.
Don't fat and sit.
Stop it.
I would rather tell you to get married than tell you to not fat and sit, because you don't want to hear that.
Yeah.
So rather hear that you should get married.
Yeah.
And so for all my friends, I want the same for them, because I want to be a positive influence.
That's good, bro.
In the start of their lives with their partners.
Yeah.
And they know as well. Yeah.
It's good, bro. Man, 3 years in, how's it going? What are some of your highlights? What's the one thing you're like, Eish, Avele, maybe the family was right. Gaspita.
No, I think, man, there's a lot that you can never be fully prepared for. In a marriage, and I remember one of those being planning to have a child. Like, I've never wanted to have children. I've only recently been open to trying for a kid, So
your wife wanted one without you.
Yeah.
So she's always been
on the
when you were like, I want you, not this kid.
So we came up with the idea that after 5 years of being married, we will sit down and relook at having a child. But hey, lately my wife has been on another chat about it. All of a sudden has to happen now, because she only has such a small window to have children. Sure. She believes she has a small window.
Yeah.
So after 30, she cannot be pregnant. So I have never thought that I could tackle such a conversation with so much fear.
Yeah.
And that's one of the weirdest things to be thinking about right now.
Sure,
Is
man.
when my wife says, "Okay, today we have to talk about," and you're like, "Oh,
Can I,
just feel
can-
this chill down my spine."
can I just go paint something? And I'm very handy.
Do you want tea?
Yeah,
I can make you tea.
Want me to rub your legs, your feet? Which one? Want me to rub your back?
So 3 years down the line, and my wife is just like, "Nope, sorry, dude. 5 years.
Yeah.
We cannot wait 5 years. We need to consider doing this soon."
Sure, man.
So yeah, the chat has been interesting with that.
That's cool, man.
And there's a lot of things to consider.
Yeah.
With having a kid, especially if you want your wife to have, a healthy pregnancy. So many things. I've consulted with so many consultants from a medical aid point of view on what needs to be in place. And,
Sure.
and those conversations, they still scare me,
Yeah.
So I have them with the feelings in there. As scared as I am.
Sure.
So that has been quite insightful to see how scared I can be of such a small little joyful part of your life. I think that's been very scary. But 3 years of being married, I can tell you, there's nothing I fear more than your wife having left you in the house and she says, "Please, when I get back, can you have done 1, 2, 3?"
Yeah.
And you hear the car driving.
And you haven't done it.
None of that is done. Like that is a time I fear my wife the most. You know how about fear? All of a sudden you're jumping around and she's finding you busy as if you've been working hard the whole day.
time. Yeah.
But she can also tell that actually none of what I
one.
asked for is done here. But I'll keep quiet. Rather she finds you busy than find you sitting in help. And then Kutlwano.
Yeah.
So hey man, there are times I can be very scared of my
That's
wife.
funny, bro. That's funny.
So that is still interesting. Point number 2. I can be really scared of my wife. Yeah. And she's such a sweet darling.
She's chilled,
dude.
bro.
And she's
chilled.
she's but when she gives me that stare, I
What
feel
is it about it, bro? Is it a disappointment that you don't want to make her disappointed?
Yes.
Okay.
And
sure.
also when my wife is upset, it's not a nice time around the house,
Yeah.
So when she's upset, it's not great. And then I also try to act upset so that
let's balance this thing
there's
out.
balance. Now we both upset at each other.
Sure.
But sometimes I can see you're just running away from being accountable for what you've upset her for.
Man.
So yeah, man, that is another thing I've learned or still struggling with even after 3 years. And I think I'll struggle with this my whole life.
Sure.
But I'm very quick to reevaluate and introspect when I've upset her and try and go back and see how we can reconcile. Another thing that has been quite the challenge for me is when we have an issue and we have to come to the realization that maybe we need to speak to someone else.
Yeah.
My wife and I are both, well, more her, we are both a little bit apprehensive about seeking outside help. But hey man, we have a very rich community of people at Kenya City that have been very helpful.
That's dope, bro.
And so, yeah, we have found that challenging, but we've been able to say, okay, I think here we need to speak to someone.
Yeah, that's good, bro. No, you have to, bro, because then you just become an echo chamber, and the other's trying to prove his or her point. And then you just need a mediator sometimes to be like, this thing is not as big as you guys are making it out to be. Because another thing with marriage is, things that might be 10% small seem 100%.
Yeah, they look
big.
like a court case. Like they are worthy of a court case.
Yeah, because it comes with all that weight of saying, yo, can you be my girlfriend so that we can get married and spend the rest of our lives together?
Yeah.
Right? And now it's like, oh, smack. It's not just I forgot bread. This is the guy who forgot bread, and that's going to lead to not feeding me, and then I'm not going to have anything to eat. He's not even going to look after my kids. And how is he going to be with me for the rest of my life? Because he's clearly planning on killing me.
He's
right?
not
And it's
providing.
Yo.
Meanwhile, it's bread.
I just forgot bread.
Eesh.
Right? And it happens the other way around as well. You know, where it's like, yo, man, like, am I really going to spend the rest of my life with like a woman who's like this? For me, it was a silly thing like cupboards, bro. My wife doesn't close cupboards. Like she opens cupboards and just,
she just leaves.
drawers, doors, doesn't close doors, So I remember early on thinking, I can't do this, bro. Spend the rest of my life with a woman who can't close. No, bro. No. We need order, bro.
Then you just have to follow her close behind her.
Yeah, just shut up, bro. Shut up, So one, it's an opportunity to serve, but then marriage quickly exposes my flaws as well. So I'm like, yeah, I'm orderly, blah, blah, blah. I like things to work this way. Yeah, because I was living alone.
Yeah.
No one touched my space.
Sure.
So I do think in boxes. I do organize my life, but it's easy to do that when you live alone. You come visit me, bro. Bro, sit here. Don't sit anywhere else. Just sit here, bro. Right? Yeah. Bro, I'd have a spot for visitors in my room. Just sit here. Don't, bro. And I tell anyone if you come and you touch my book, put it back where you found it, the way you found it. Don't flip it the other way. Just put it back. I remember this one time. I told some of the staff at the church that like, man, I just because people would come into my office and take books and not. So eventually I'm like, guys, like whoever comes into my office, and like move stuff, just leave, things the way they were. Bro, I have my pens sit in a certain order.
Yeah.
Just if you touch one, put it back there. Like,
don't leave evidence that you were here.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right? Bro, there was like 2 people, I won't mention by name. But every day, bro, I'd leave the office and then they would come after me and just move things. And just touch stuff and just leave it, bro. And I'd come in, bro. And
just to work on your
bro. And so I know that that's me. But marriage was like, we're going to humble that thing in you.
You married that very person who twists things around.
Yeah. Because another thing, what happens is, if I'm alone, I can easily order things. So if let's say I leave my, shoes skew and I have to rush and go to work or somewhere, I come back, no one has been in that room. So I can just fix that thing and just continue.
That's the only thing you need to fix.
That's the only thing I need to fix, right? So, but now I'm like, if I'm saying to my wife, don't leave the cupboards open, and one morning I leave the thing skewed, then it's like, oh, you're actually not as orderly as you say you are. You know what I mean? And I'm like, when I'm alone, I can hide the defects.
Yes.
But now when you're married, you can't. Nice. Right? And so then that works on you, bro. And then you have to realize, okay, like I'm just complaining about cupboards because I think I'm, this highly ordered person. But you're actually not. You have a level of order, but you're not as perfect as you think you are. So just calm down, love your wife, care for her, etc., etc. So for me, that's been like just a dope thing to learn, and how marriage like really works out things about us that are so precious. They're good for us to some extent, but other than that, you're like, yeah, they're not good as you live with people. They're not good in as far as you can love the other person. So if this thing is going to prevent me from caring for my wife, I can't claim it as my thing. Just chuck it out, bro. So you must enjoy it, bro.
Thank you.
Yeah, enjoy the next couple of years, bro. It's dope that you guys are talking about babies. I never want to impose my views on babies. And recently I've said like I regretted having, because we waited 5 years, and recently me and my wife have been saying, like we regret waiting. We wish. When we got married, we just had babies.
Okay.
Because again, age, growing up, like at least our babies would have been like now towards 10 or just above 10 years, So it's like, okay, we still have some energy, we're cool. But now like babies, man, like,
It's hard now.
But then I was like, yo, let me not say I regret that. Like God didn't work things out as well. Yes, we planned, but he honored the plan. So he clearly knows what his will is, and how it's going to unfold.
Yeah.
So all of that to say, my advice, just pop them out now, boy. Don't wait, right? But let God do what he does.
Yeah.
But I would say, bro, after this, go home. And just populate that garden, bro.
Put those seeds there.
Put those seeds quick,
Okay.
right? So by the time you hit the 5-year mark, your baby's a year and some change, bro.
Okay.
Right? And then just like, if you, however many you want, just quack. Just so, bro. And because another thing is, bro, my kid is a loner.
Oh yeah.
And she's like, man, I need somebody to play with. So I'm like, bro, we have to organize play dates. We have to befriend people with kids so that their kids can play with our kid, you know. And I'm like, man, like if we just had them, they would have just, I mean, they probably would have killed each other as well.
Eesh.
Hated them each
Yeah.
other. We don't know. Because you just never know what the dynamic is gonna be, You can disciple, train, but they also their own humans.
Mm.
So, but bro, go pop.
My sister and I fought growing up, so
Yeah.
they could
Sure.
easily kill each other.
Yeah, for real, bro.
Those two, yes.
So, man, that's cool, bro. What are you looking forward to for the next 3 years?
I think, I think growing the household
Yeah.
with children in it,
Yeah.
and meeting more people who are of great influence towards
Sure.
our lives.
Mm.
I think that's what I'm excited about, and how we can continue to contribute as married people to our church.
Mm-hmm.
Because Kenya City's got quite a lot of young
Sure.
people.
Mm.
And I'm excited to see how my wife and I can serve that community
Still, bro.
even more than we have.
Mm.
And that's very exciting for me. And I think just continuing to find ways to spend more time with my wife amidst the busyness of life, and just making sure that she's never neglected by me.
Sure.
That's what I'm looking forward to.
Still, bro. No, man. Trust the Lord, bro, and He'll empower you to do exactly that, brother. We're not perfect, and our wives are the first people to know that about us. But man, let's keep being on our knees, and God will be faithful, bro, in helping us. Yeah.
Yeah.
For real, man. So, man, appreciate you, bro. Thanks for this. This was great, bro. Yeah. I wanna go make babies.
Oh, my wife is gonna love you for this chat. Yeah.
Let's go make babies, bro.
Yeah,
Let's
no.
make babies, man. The Bible says that they like arrows in your quiver, bro.
They are.
Yeah. So fill that quiver with a bunch of arrows, bro, so that you launch them into the world, bro, and make a difference for the kingdom.
Indeed.
So make them, bro. Make them.
We will.
And tell your wife that 30 is not a curse, bro. There's people who've had kids in their 40s. It could be dangerous and, a bit tricky, but some people have had very decent pregnancies.
Yeah.
So life is in God's hands, man. And
It is,
and God
yeah.
remembers that He made our bodies out of dust. So
He did.
yeah. So
Now I'll continue comforting her in that pressure.
sure.
But my wife is not a very easy person to convince when she's set on something.
Yeah.
But I will continue to love her with a little bit of that advice.
Come on, bro.
Yeah.
Dope, brother. Thanks, man. Appreciate
Thanks,
it, bro. We didn't even fist bump at the beginning.
We did.
Nah, did we?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. Maybe I was so enthralled in the conversation.
It's
I
the
thought,
wisdom.
Come on, man.
You keep only the necessary things in your mind.
Come on.
You can't remember. Did we fist bump? There's more to think
That's
about,
right.
actually.
No, that's cool, bro. Thanks, man.
Thanks for having me, Black.
Yeah, no, it's a pleasure, brother. Guys, I hope that you enjoyed it. Yeah, man, if you're thinking of having babies, hope this truly encourages you to go have babies. Tell your wife, let's stop this episode and go have babies. But man, if you're struggling with your family as well, and this conversation has possibly unearthed things, or it's kind of shaped your thinking around how you approach your family, hit us up, leave your comment, or if you want to email us, just so that we can pray with you and think thoroughly through how we can also help. Please feel free to drop us an email or drop us a comment, but we know that that's a big thing, and we don't want you to just be struggling alone. Part of why we're here, man, to walk with you and to help you think through all of that. So don't forget to subscribe if you haven't. Don't forget to hit the notification bell. We obviously drop every Wednesday, and that notification bell will alert you that we have dropped at 11:30. So make sure that you are doing that. For me and the team here, we'll see you next week, Wednesday. All right. Peace.